All right, let's talk about something that's happening inside your body right now. Inflammation. It's one of those things we hear about all the time. But what is it really? Well, it's both a powerful force for healing and sometimes a driver of disease. It's a true double-edged sword. So let's get into it. I want to start with a question for you. The next time you get a cut or sprain something and you feel that throbbing, that heat, that pain, what if I told you that what you're feeling isn't the enemy? What if it's actually a sign that a hero has just shown up? To really get that, we have to figure out if inflammation is our friend or our foe. The best way to think about it is like this. It's your body's own personal, super elite first responder team. The moment there's an emergency, they're the first ones on the scene. So if we look at the official definition, you see that one word that just pops right out: protective. Its whole job is to protect you by getting rid of the bad guys, like bacteria or just messed up cells, and then it kickstarts the entire healing process. It's a core survival tool. So how does this first responder team actually work? Well, it's a pretty elegant three-step process. First, your body detects some kind of threat. Bam. Immediately, your immune system sounds the alarm, sending a flood of chemicals to the area. And once that team is on site, the real healing can finally begin. And that is why that pain can actually be a good thing. All those classic signs we know so well, the redness, the heat, the swelling, even the pain, they aren't the actual problem. They're just the evidence, the flashing lights and sirens that tell you your body's healing hero is on the job. Okay, but here's where the plot thickens, because there really are two totally different kinds of inflammation. On one side, you have the good guy. That's acute inflammation. It's a quick, short-term mission. It gets in, does its job, and gets out. That's your friend. But on the other side, it has an evil twin: chronic inflammation. This is what happens when that response just never, ever shuts off. It's long-term, it's persistent, and it actually starts damaging healthy parts of your body. That is the foe. So this leads us to the million-dollar question, right? What causes our hero to go rogue and turn into this long-term villain? What's the switch that flips it from a helpful, acute response to a really harmful, chronic one? Well, some of the triggers are pretty obvious, like an injury that never quite heals or an infection that your body just can't shake. That keeps the alarm bells ringing constantly. Sometimes the system just gets confused and starts attacking itself. That's an autoimmune reaction. But, a lot of the causes are kind of all around us, in things like pollution or cigarette smoke. And maybe the biggest one of all, our modern diet and lifestyle choices. Things like too much sugar or constant stress. They can create this low-grade, simmering irritation that never gives our body a break. But here is the really good news. You are not powerless against this, not at all. You have a whole toolkit at your disposal that can help you fight back and get that chronic inflammation under control. And this toolkit really boils down to three powerful pillars. First, the food you put in your body. Second, some strategic supplements you can take. And third, a few simple but really profound changes to your everyday lifestyle. Let's start with the first tool, and honestly, it might just be the most powerful one you have. It's this idea that you can literally fight inflammation with your fork at every single meal. So, what are the heavy hitters here? Well, first, you want to load up your plate with produce that's packed with antioxidants. Think berries, leafy greens, all that colorful stuff. Next, you need a good dose of healthy omega-3 fatty acids from foods like salmon or walnuts. And finally, don't sleep on powerful anti-inflammatory spices. Turmeric is a fantastic one. And hey, this isn't just a hunch, it's backed by some serious science. Check this out. A study from way back in 2006 pointed out that changing your diet to include more healthy fats, like those omega-3s, is a proven way to bring down inflammation in the body. Now, moving beyond your plate, the second tool in our kit is what we call strategic supplementation. Think of this as giving your body a concentrated, targeted boost of specific compounds that are famous for their anti-inflammatory power. So 3 of the big ones you'll hear about all the time are: 1, turmeric. Its secret weapon is curcumin, which has these incredibly powerful effects. Then there's fish oil, which is just a direct pipeline for those crucial omega-3s. And a third one, boswellia, you might know it as frankincense. It contains these acids that have some seriously potent anti-inflammatory benefits. All right, the third and final tool in our kit is all about making some powerful adjustments to your daily life. Because honestly, how you live is just as important as what you eat. So, what does that really look like? Well, regular exercise is a huge piece of the puzzle. It actively helps lower those inflammatory markers. But just as important are things like reducing stress, through mindfulness or yoga, and simply getting enough good quality sleep. These aren't luxuries, people. They are absolutely essential for keeping that chronic inflammation in check. Okay, so we've looked at the problem, we've looked at the hero, the villain, and the tools you have to fight back. Now let's put it all together into a clear action plan. So if you remember just one thing, it's this. Inflammation is that double-edged sword. Your goal is not to get rid of it completely, you need it, but to keep it from becoming chronic. And the most powerful tools you have to do that are already in your control. What you eat, what you do, and how you live. And one final, really, really important note. While all these strategies are incredibly powerful, it is absolutely crucial that you talk to a doctor or another healthcare professional before you start taking any new supplements, especially if you have other health conditions or you're already on medication. Be smart about it. So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. When you look at your own life, your own plate, your own daily habits, what's one small inflammatory flame that you can choose to extinguish starting today?